Okay, hey everyone. So I want to talk to you guys today about relaxing, and I'm talking in reference to relaxing your hair, and we're going to talk about exactly what relaxer I'm going to use today. So I've told you guys, and I think that you guys deserved a updated version of relaxing and relaxing your hair at home, okay, because there's a difference. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys today about my relaxing process. So today's relaxer that I'm going to use is the Dark and Lovely. That's this one right here. Hopefully you guys can see this on camera, and this is in the regular. So you want to make sure that depending on your hair texture, you do a regular. I like to do a regular even with the most coarsest hair, because you don't want to over process the hair. And then especially if you're doing it at home, some people don't know exactly how long to leave it in. So I like to always go with the regular, and sometimes I'll even do a kitty perm depending on what the situation is. Now I know some of you guys are probably looking at my hair like, Lady K, you don't even need a relaxer. Let me tell you, I'm gonna do a whole video on just hair in general. You guys, I have over, I thought I had my list up here. I think I have over 30 something videos that I will be pushing out, try to push out before the year is up, okay? Because it's a lot of things that I want to talk about. But back to the relaxer. So I will be doing a whole video pretty much about hair growth, so on and so forth, and maybe that'll be the post after this one, which would be next week. But you will continue to see cooking videos because up until Thanksgiving, because I want you guys to know how to cook things. But needless to say, I do need a relaxer. I know my hair, and that's going to be one of the main things that I'm going to talk about, is knowing your hair. You should know when your hair need whatever it needs, okay? So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I want to show you guys what's inside of this relaxer. So if you want to see what's inside of here, keep on watching, follow me. Let's talk about what's inside this box right here. This is the Dark and Lovely regular perm, and it says it's the triple nourished silkening relaxer. It has jojoba and avocado oil, it has proteins, and it also has shea butter to help prevent signs of healthier hair, moisturize, strengthen, soften, and also shine and give your hair body, okay? It also comes with a fiber strength post treatment. So I'm assuming that that's something that you do before, okay? So let's see what's inside the box. So first thing you have is your relaxer. Now, it says that this is enough for one application or 2 retouches. If I don't recommend anybody who don't know anything to do the 2 retouches, because you may not mix it appropriately, and you have to make sure that you have the right mixture, okay? So then you have your shampoo right here. This is the nourishing shampoo. I mean the rebalancing neutralizing shampoo. You have your recharge moisture mask, so this is pretty much conditioner. And then you have your fiber strength pro treatment. You have your stick, of course, to mix your relaxer. You have your smoothing cream activator. So they gave you 2 of them. So if you're going to do the post treatment, this is actually good because it's possible to do half, because this is split appropriately, but usually they come in a tube like this and you can't really split it appropriately. But I still don't recommend you to split it. So when you go to mix this relaxer, you're going to use both of these for this one jar, okay? And then you have your recovery shine cream. Now this is up to you with coconut oil. This is up to you to use if you like. It says apply a small amount into palm, rub hands together and apply on hair from root to tip and style as desired. This is your preference. I usually don't use these, mainly because I don't use a lot of product in my hair. When it comes down to after I do my relaxer, I don't want to weigh my hair down with a whole bunch of stuff, so I usually don't use this, okay? And then of course you have an instruction kit. Now, if you never ever used a relaxer, you do want to read all of the instructions. And then these two shiny things right here are gloves. But if you've seen in the beginning of the video, I had my own 2 gloves, because you guys, these gloves right here is no good. These are the best gloves that fit, okay? So if you've never done a relaxer before, you want to follow the instructions. It talks right here about hair texture and how long. So fine and color treated hair, you want to leave it in 10 to 15 minutes. Medium hair, 15 to 18 minutes. Coarse hair, 18 to 20 minutes. Now, my hair is the texture that it is because usually I put it in and then rinse it out. I do not leave my relaxer in. I repeat, I do not leave my relaxer in, okay? So then right here, it talks about how to mix the package. So it says you're supposed to take number 2 and mix it into number 1. Then you're supposed to stir it very well. If you can see, the person has on the gloves. You don't want to get this on your hand. So make sure you think about that. Then you split your hair into 4 pieces. You begin to part and apply. The retouch only specifies that you do just your roots, okay? You rinse it out. You keep on rinsing it out until it is no longer pink, okay? So it talks about that right here, so on and so forth. And then the final thing is to style it. That is all your choice if you want to go off of using the stuff and everything like that. Then it also recommends that you test. You do a test. So sometimes if you've never been relaxed, I suggest, highly suggest, if you've never had a relaxer before, you need to go to the shop. Do not do no relaxer at home. If you've never done a relaxer, never had a relaxer, if you are a relaxer virgin, you need to go to the shop or somewhere where they do relaxers and get your relaxer done, okay? So needless to say, I have that. I'm just going to throw that back in the box, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I mix my relaxer, okay? Now, I've been doing this forever. So first things first, I like to take off all my jewelry. I take off my wedding rings. I take off my bracelets. Why am I removing all jewelry? If you have necklaces, take it off. Because what happens is, especially not only real stuff, but fake stuff, like it turned my rings before yellow. And you don't want to do that. It did eventually go away, but you don't want to do that. So I like to take off all of my jewelry. You see, no jewelry. I like to take off my good stuff. So I'm going to take my sweater off. Okay, you want to take off your earrings. Yet again, like I said, all jewelry, earrings, necklaces, you don't want to have nothing on. And it's very important to use the gloves when you are applying the relaxer. If you do not use the gloves and you have natural nails like me, I have my nails done, but I still use the gloves. But if you don't use the gloves, your natural nails will turn yellow, and they will be yellow for some days. It does not just go away. Okay, so I like to, first thing, I like to get all of this off up here, okay? Last thing I want to tell you guys really quick. So before I start mixing, you want to look on the box when you go to buy your relaxer. Look around on the box and see if you see a expiration date, okay? Everything has an expiration date. If your expiration is, this is a skew. If your expiration date is close to going bad, you do not want to use that relaxer. Why? Because what happens is your hair will fall out. It will fall out if your date is not right. Now, the lady was just unpacking these out of the box, so I didn't even think to look at the date. But yeah, usually they'll have an expiration date. You just gotta look for it. Sometimes it's on the relaxer, but yeah, you just gotta look for it, okay? So look for the date and go from there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on, and then I'm going to show you guys how to mix, okay? So let me put these gloves on. And then I'm going to show you guys how to mix it. And I'm also going to show you guys how I apply my relaxer, okay? disclaimer really quick, I am not a licensed hairstylist. I've been relaxing my hair at home for years, and if you guys know anything about me, I've always had pretty good hair. I've never had any fallouts, anything go wrong, so on and so forth. So that's my disclaimer. Okay, so if you pay attention, all the bottles have numbers on them. This is number 1, so you follow the steps. Number 1, number 2. It says apply number 2 into number 1, which is your activator. Okay, let me make sure that this is in good sight for you guys. And I'm just going to squeeze both of these into here just like this. Okay, let me make sure I got all of it. So squeeze all of that into there. Okay, so from the looks of it, I got all of it in there. I'm just going to take that from my finger and rub that in there just like that. Okay, all right, and it smells good, you guys. Okay, so I've never used this relaxer. By the way, I've never used this relaxer, so that's why I'm doing this with you guys. I like to change up my relaxers because I like to make sure that my hair doesn't get used to the same thing. So I change up my relaxers. So I've never used this relaxer. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to mix it up just like this. You want to make sure everything is mixed well, okay? Mix it well, you guys, okay? I like to go around the sides, take and get everything off of my stick, just like that. Go around your edges. You want to make sure you get everything. Don't leave nothing untouched. Go around your jar, scrape your bottom, and keep on mixing. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, so then it said something about the fiber strength post treatment. So let's see, what does this say? It says after the relaxer is completely rinsed out. Okay, after the relaxer is completely rinsed out, towel blot hair and apply fiber strength treatment to the hair evenly from root to tip and leave on for 10 minutes. Rinse thoroughly and proceed with the neutralizing shampoo. So you do this, then you do this, and then you do your shampoo, okay? All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I prep my hair. To show you guys how I usually prep my hair, and I actually have a relaxer brush right here, so you guys can get one of these. I usually buy a set that comes with everything, and it has everything that I need in it. Okay, so first thing I like to do is I like to make sure that I comb through my hair. That's the first thing you want to do, is comb through your hair. Do not comb it where you scratching it up and all of that. No, girl, you just want to comb through it just a little bit. Okay, so I like to comb through my hair. Now, my problem areas currently on why not just I'm relaxing my hair because of my scalp and its time, but also because of my edges all in the back of my hair. So what I like to do is I like to do my edges first, because I want that to be the straightest part of my hair when I relax. I like that to be the straightest part. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to get all around my edges first. Okay, that is always the first thing I do, is my edges. Okay, so I'm just going to take that and I'm just rubbing it on just like that. It doesn't have to be nothing special, nothing spectacular. You just want to take your time and put it on, but you don't want to take your time too long, because you don't want to over process your hair, or you don't want to take forever and it starts burning, because it will burn sometimes. If you've been scratching, you washed your hair recently, it got extremely wet, or your hair or your scalp has been sweaty, sometimes it will burn. Okay, I'm telling you now, it will burn. Okay, so I'm just going to go around just like this, And you know what? I'm also going to, something that I usually do that I just forgot, and I was just sitting here thinking about it because I said I gotta make sure that I show you guys on camera. Hold on one second. Okay, let me get that side. Now you can, if you are a person that's, I recommend if you to put on Vaseline all around your edges, all on your face, all on your ears, all on the back of your neck, especially if you don't know how good you are with relaxing your hair, because that's going to protect it. And actually you can go through your hair and grease it with Vaseline as well, to help with your process. But something else I like to do is I like to add some oil. This right here is the oil that I'm going to add to my relaxer. And it does not, you don't have to have the same oil as me. You can use whatever kind of oil you like, but I like to use at least like a tablespoon amount inside my relaxer. And I'm just gonna mix that up. But I also want to add this one too, which is another few oils that I mixed together. Oh, this one. This is a few oils that I mixed together. It's the hair growth oil, it's this oil, and it's something else. I forgot what else. I'm just gonna add like a quarter spoon of that right there. And I think it's vitamin E. It's a few different oils that I mixed together. And so I'm just gonna mix that up into my relaxer, especially because I really want it throughout my scalp, okay? So I wanna go ahead and mix that up really good, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and take out my stick. I'm all done with the stick. So I'm just gonna drop that in the box. Now I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna part my hair and just complete the relaxer like that. I'm going to continue all the way up. Some people part off their hair into 4 and follow the instructions. I usually don't. I just like to part my hair straight across and keep on going until I get the whole back, and then I start going this way on this side and then that way on that side. So I do mine into 3. So I'm just gonna take and put some on my brush and brush that right on to the hair just like that. You guys, this relaxer smells really good though. Usually they stink, but this smells good. Okay, so now that I'm done, I like to just take my hand and rub it through, just like this. Make sure I didn't miss no spots. So this rubbing it through just like this will make sure that you got every spot. And then I take my hand and I add some more all around that whole ponytail. Now, I'm not giving myself a touch up, so I do take it all the way down to the tips and I just twist it around just like this. And I just leave that one and I move on to the next one. I'm gonna go to the back one because I actually did that one first. Now let me move to the back. I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see what I'm doing. Make sure you get your whole neck. And then I just rub through. Make sure it's all through. And I'm going to go back in and I'm going to grab some more to go at the tip. Just like that. And I'm just going to roll it just like that. Now onto this side. I'm just going to make sure that I got all around. I'm just going to rub it. Just like that. I'm going to add some more. And I'm just going to pull that up onto the tip. I'm going to grab this side up. You're going to look crazy for a second, but it don't even matter. You're going to look crazy for a second to look cute for a whole month and a half. Okay? And I just like to make sure that I get my edges real good. So I'm just going to take some more relaxer and go around my edges just like that before I go to rinse it out. I'm going to bring you guys so that you can see how I rinse it out, so then you won't feel like you missed anything. Talk about, Lady K, you show me everything, but you ain't show me how to rinse it. Okay, so boom, that's it. And I still have a good amount left right here to possibly do another touch up, maybe my edges or what have you. But I usually don't, so I'll just save that for whenever I guess I decide, or if I do decide to touch my edges up instead of doing a full relaxer. But yeah, so make sure you have on a shirt that you don't care about, because if this relaxer get on your shirt, it's going to turn out like a bleach stain. So make sure. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take the brush with me because I'm gonna clean the brush while I'm doing that, while I'm rinsing. Okay. Okay, you guys. So I don't know what happened. I thought I was recording, but my camera was not recording. So you just missed me rinsing my hair out. Right now I have in the step 3, which is the fiber strength pre-treatment, which is this right here. Let me see. This right here, the fiber treatment. It says that after the relaxer is completely rinsed out, towel dry, and then apply the strength post treatment to your hair evenly from root to tip. Leave on for 10 minutes and then rinse thoroughly and then proceed with the neutralizing shampoo. So I'm trying to get out every single part of this. I don't know, like I said, this is my first time using this relaxer. So I don't know exactly, like I don't know nothing about it. So I don't know exactly what this is. And it says that it helps prevent internal strength. So, I mean, it helps preserve internal strength. So let me set my timer on the fridge. 10 minutes. Well, probably 7 now. Because I just sat here and talked to y'all. And I have my timer on right now. So I'm going to sit here and talk to y'all about a few things. Let me turn this down a little bit. When it comes down to your relaxers, you want to make sure that you are properly doing relaxers. You should not be relaxing your hair every time you get a little roll or knot on the back. Okay? That is one thing. Okay? That's the first thing. You should not be relaxing your hair that often. You should be relaxing it, but you should, at the same time, you should know your relaxer. Some people say they get relaxers every 6 weeks, which is technically 4, 5, 6, which is technically a month and 2 weeks apart. Me, I don't know. I change it up. Sometimes, let me rinse my hands so I can stand here and talk to you guys. Okay, so I change my relaxers up. So sometimes I'll do it once a month. So I usually will go from, like say for instance, I did my hair like today is the 7th, I think, let me see. Yes, today is October 7th. I know for a fact I am not allowed to relax my hair again until after November 7th, if that makes sense. So I don't usually do it just necessarily a week in between, but I always make sure that I don't do it anytime before a month, if that makes sense. A full 30 days is what you want to do. So this is October 7th. Like I said, I won't relax my hair again until November, after November 7th. I probably will do it sometime like right before Thanksgiving, because I really take care of my hair, you guys. If you take care of your hair, you don't have to worry about relaxing it or so on and so forth. Like, my hair is relaxed, but it's also heat treated. So what I do is every single week I wash my hair, okay? Every single week. I'm gonna talk about this all over again when I do the hair routine or hair information, whatever I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna talk about this all over again. But I wash my hair every single week. So if I wash it like today, I'm washing it. Today is a Thursday. I won't wash my hair again until next Thursday, okay? So even when I'm relaxed, I wash my hair every week, okay? Let me show you what I do use. I did not bring every single thing that I use, okay? But I know what I use. So the first thing that I like to use is, one of the things that I like to use, let me go get it, hold on. Okay, so I'm back, so let me explain. So usually, depending on what issues I'm having, what did I do during the week, like if I went out to exercise, because we started riding bikes, so if I go to exercise, ride my bike, if I go to the gym, if I ride my bike, or if I go walking, I wash my hair with this right here. This is the Head and Shoulders apple cider vinegar right here. This is the Head and Shoulders apple cider vinegar shampoo and conditioner, and I'm going to read this right here to you guys. And it clarifies your scalp and restores shine with infused It clarifies scalp and restores shine to hair infused with apple cider vinegar. This right here is not only good for cleaning your hair and getting it squeaky clean, but it's also good for dandruff, and it's also good with scent. For some reason, ever since, you guys, I don't know how much I told you guys, and I'll do this in a Q&A, but we're now here in Florida. The heat here is not forgivable. It is not. So you got to make sure that you're cleaning your hair really good, because it will get very funky, especially if you are sweating, okay? So that is what I usually use first. Now, depending on how I feel, when I use my apple cider vinegar, then I go in with the Protein Daily Moisture Shampoo, and this is this one right here, and I'll use the shampoo and the conditioner. I'll use both, but right now I use all my conditioner because I use more conditioner than shampoo. But I'll go in with this afterwards. That is 1 week, and then I'm good, right? Okay, so 1 week I'll do that because I did exercise and so on and so forth. But then the second week I'll change up, and I'll use the Fortifying Pure Clean Garnier Fructis. That is this right here. This is what I would use next right here. This, you guys, smells amazing. Amazing, okay? So I'll use this. This is pretty much the clarifying shampoo cleans, the fortifying shampoo strips, if that makes sense. I don't get the gist. I'll have it somewhere here. But this right here is really, really good. So I'll use these two, and then I'll follow up and I'll go in with the volume Pantene, okay? So this right here is something else that I'll use, is the volume Pantene. I'll insert a picture. Boom. If you see my hair, it is nice, it's fluffy, it's bouncy, it looks so clean, it has its shine. That's because this is my steps, and I do this every single week. Now, every now and then, my eyes are super blurry. Every now and then, depending on what my situation is, my time is up. Depending on what my situation is, I also use the Sleek and Shine. So, say for instance, you feel like your hair is very frizzy, it feels like it's not manageable, it seems like, it just seems like your texture is just off. This right here is also Garnier Fructis, and I've been telling y'all, I've been using this one right here for years. This is the conditioner, but I have the shampoo inside my bathroom. But I use these right here on me and my daughter's hair when I also want it to be like silky straight without having to do a whole bunch. So when I use this one right here, I can blow dry my hair and wrap it, or just leave it wet and wrap it wet and unwrap it, and it'll be nice and laid down the next day. So you guys, I'm doing some money right here with this stuff. Now, let me say this, because a lot of people are gonna be like, Lady K, as a black woman, you're not using black products, so on and so forth. I understand. I don't have nothing against any black products. I always believe in do what works best for you. Some years ago, probably over 6 years ago, possibly over 6 years ago, or maybe 5 to 6 years ago, I brought this one day by mistake, the whole line. Well, not by mistake, I did it on purpose because I wouldn't have brought it. I brought this whole line right here one day, and it changed my whole life. This is all I used at one point, and my whole hair texture has changed. A lot of times my husband talk about my hair because he says it looks like a wig because my hair is so silky, it's so smooth. That changed my texture, and that was all I was using for years. But then I started to realize, if I really want this thing to continue to keep the health of my hair, I gotta change up. Don't be afraid to change up your shampoos and conditioners, because some people don't want to. But changing up your shampoo and conditioners gives your hair a chance to say, oh, this is what it want me to do. Oh, this is what it want me to do. So it's allowing your hair to work Your hair was created to work. So it allows your hair to work. So what I would do is I would use this, or I would use this, or I would use this, depending on what I want. If my hair is dry, I'm gonna go with moisture. If my hair is frizzy and unmanageable, I'm gonna go with the sleek and shine. If my hair is a little funky, I'm gonna go with the head and shoulders. That's gonna also help me with dandruff. If my hair feels a little like, I don't know, it feels like a little sticky, like all the stuff didn't come out, I'm gonna go with my pure clean. If my hair feels super thin, because I have fine hair, even though my hair looks thick, it is actually kind of fine. If I have an issue with my hair feeling too fine, I'll go in with my volume. And so pretty much it depends on what are you trying to get your hair to do. Based off of that, that's what you use. I know this was a lot, but I'm just trying to help somebody, because nobody's telling us a lot of this stuff. So what I'm saying is nothing against black owned products, nothing at all against them, but what I say is it's fine what works best for your hair. Don't be afraid to use products for us, for our Caucasian women. Don't be afraid, because sometimes that just may work on your hair better than the black owned products, if that's okay for me to say. I don't want to offend nobody. I'm just telling you what works best for me and what works best for my hair. Okay? Let's get back to this wash. So let me take the mask And I'm gonna do as much as I can with this as well. And then I'm going to put my timer on the microwave again. Oh, it smells good, you guys. This stuff smells good. Okay, dark and lovely. Okay, okay. I remember when I was little, y'all, my mom, well, when I was younger, my mom used to relax my hair. I used to think my mama would do the best relaxers. Y'all, the next day I'd be so pressed. But yeah, all I do is do my weekly wash. I wash it, I blow dry it, and I think I showed y'all my wash day routine. If I didn't, I'll put the link onto this video. But I do washing, and I blow dry it with my brush, and then I go through and I flat iron little pieces, and then I go back through and I bump it, and then that's it. And then I don't gotta do nothing to my hair for a whole week. So that's what I usually do. Okay, so I'm gonna comb this through, because I believe when you do conditioners, you should always comb it through. You shouldn't just leave it. You should always comb it through. Okay, so I'm gonna just comb that through. Let me turn around so you guys can see the back. Hopefully, I'm probably slinging conditioner everywhere. I just heard it drip on the floor. But combing your conditioner through actually gives it, to make sure that your hair is covered from scalp to tip. Okay. That's that. Okay, and I'm just going to take and rinse my hands off. I'm going to clean up this mess. I'm going to set my alarm. And I'm going to call my husband back and talk to him for the next 5 minutes. While I let this sit, I need to clean up that on the floor timer. 5 minutes. And I'm just gonna let it sit, and I'll catch y'all at the next part. Back. So I just went on and took my shower to get that done and over with, and I rinsed my hair like that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug up my flat irons. These are Conair flat irons, you guys. These are by Conair. They were $24. I love this part right here because it actually creates for them to be breathable. You guys can see that right there. Those are holes that go in between, and they also show right here in the inside, just like that. But I love to use these right here because they are really good. They go up to $4.50. Okay. Let me plug them up. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn them. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on. Number 6. So that's on right there. Let me turn you guys a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see me. So I'm probably gonna have to slide over here a little more. Yet again, this is the relaxer that I used right here, which is the Dark and Lovely. So you guys are gonna see the reveal. I still have enough to do another relaxer if I want to. This is the Recovery Shine Cream right here, and it replenishes, I'm sorry, I keep saying repel, replenishes shine and softness. And it says you apply a small amount from root to tip, and then you do your desired style. I might just add just a tiny bit, not a lot, because yet again, like I said, I don't use a lot of products on my hair. This is my Revlon blow dryer, and it works really good. It's been working good for years. I don't have a comb on it, so when I usually blow dry my hair, I usually just use a paddle brush. You want to make sure that you have a paddle brush. If you don't have a paddle brush, you guys, you already messing up. Have a paddle brush, okay? So let's take this off, you guys. My hair does feel soft, but it does feel thin too. But I did rinse it. I rinsed out my shampoo and conditioner. Well, the conditioner you guys see me that I put in, I rinsed that out in the shower. But I also washed my hair twice with the volume. Okay, so I'm gonna add just a tiny bit, just a teeny tiny bit of that right there. Just that's it right there. That's all I'm gonna do right here. Okay, that's all. I don't want a lot, just that. Finish looking crazy like this, you let me know, okay? All right, so the blow drying part is done. Your hair usually blow dry way quicker when it's freshly relaxed, okay? So you guys see how my hair is, it got a nice little thickness to it. I am going to enjoy, you guys, every part of this, bob, because me and my husband, I told my husband, because my husband, he didn't say it, but I can tell that he missed my hair being nice and long. It was probably maybe about right here. And you guys can see in the previous videos the length of my hair. And I told him that I wasn't going to cut it no more. So I'm going to enjoy my bob for the next 2 months. And then that's it. You guys will see my hair long again. So I got to stop biting my lip, y'all. I gotta stop. It gotta stop. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my flat ironing process. I think you guys got the gist of it because I did this before. I don't change anything. Roughly, I usually don't. Oops. I usually don't change anything in my hair regimen. Usually whatever you see me do already, I've been doing forever, and I don't change it. That's just how I operate. I don't change anything, but I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start in the back. I always start in the back. First things first, I'm going to add a tad bit of oil. Remember you guys, I just showed you guys this oil right here. Here's a close-up of it. Remember, this is the same oil that I put in my relaxer. I'm also going to put this oil inside of my hair, okay? And I only do a dime size, sometimes smaller than that. And I like to rub it really good until it starts to heat up. And then I just go through and rub it all through. I get on them ends pretty good, but that's all I do. That is all the oil you need. Don't be overdoing it with the oil, or your hair is going to be nice and stiff. Okay? I got my clips. I'm going to clip it and I'm going to flat iron it. And you know, this is just a repetitive process. So I'm just going to play the music. Y'all enjoy the music and watch the video.